In this week's episode, we put the focus back on the potato market and discuss why we are expecting potato prices to stay in an upward trend during May, June and July, while carrot and tomato prices can start to decrease significantly now. All in this week's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. Welcome to this week's AMT John Deere Fruit and Veg Overview, proudly brought to you by John Deere, Zimmatic by Lindsay and Halfway Toota. Remember to like and subscribe to these videos. In America, inflation remains above the target level of 2%, affecting oil prices and interest rates locally and in America as well. Brent crude oil prices rose again over the past week to $89 per barrel, with demand still relatively high and uncertainty persisting due to the ongoing war. The rand strengthened and traded on around 18.76 rand per US dollar as the dollar lost ground over the past week as well. The past week, we saw the average national potato price decreasing by 3% to 51.04 rand per 10 kg, with volumes increasing by about 13% week on week. We are seeing a similar price trend compared to last year, with the average price on its lowest level during April. If we see this trend continue, expect potato prices to stay in an upward trend during May, June and July. Over the short term, however, we might see similar prices for the next week and then slightly lower prices as we move into the middle parts of next month. Mondials traded on 50 Rand, Cifras on 53 Rand and Lenormand's on 50 Rand, with the average price on the Joburg market on about 51.55 Rand per 10 kg. The tomato price increased by about 10% last week and averaged on 17.34 Rand per kilogram, which is now 41% higher compared to a year ago. Difficult production conditions limited supplies to the market, resulting in these high prices. I, however, think that volumes will increase substantially during May and June and that it can put pressure on this price. The average carrot price decreased by 10% last week to 7.56 Rand per kilogram, which was due to volumes increasing by 43% week on week. During April, we saw a significant dip in carrot volumes on the markets, which resulted in the price to stay about 22% higher compared to a year ago. I, however, think that this price peaked about 2 weeks ago when it was on 8.66 or thereabout, and that we might now see significantly lower prices from now until the end of July at least. The latest onion price decreased to 87.94 Rand per 10 kg the past week and is about 27% lower compared to a year ago. Volumes are now about 39% higher compared to a year ago, which will possibly keep these prices around the current levels that we're seeing during May and keep it well below the levels of the past year. The brown onion price traded on 87 Rand, red onions on 121 Rand and white onions on 90 Rand per 10 kg. The average pepper price decreased to 11.52 Rand per kilogram last week, while green pepper prices decreased to 6.43 Rand, yellow peppers increased to 21.01 Rand, and the red pepper prices trading 61% higher on 35.62 Rand per kilogram. We are seeing slightly higher volumes currently compared to last year, which will most likely keep these prices on a downward trend during May and June, but we are expecting better prices from July onwards again. Zimmatic by Lindsay offers fully integrated solutions to improve your operations, including leading pivot irrigation systems and the world's only cloud-based remote irrigation management tool. For more information, visit them at Nampo, where they also have a stall this year, or contact Tanya directly on 082 853 0265 for special offers. For a journey of a lifetime, let Halfway Toota help you find your first prize. For more information, contact the dealer principal Andrew VM directly on 083 457 8057 and get the best price nationwide for the Toyota of your choice. Looking at other market prices, we saw cabbage prices increasing to R3.74 and is also likely to move in a downward trend over the next few months. Garlic prices increased by 25% to R67.87. Spinach prices increased by 21% the past week to R4.35. Sweet potatoes, however, decreased to R5.81, while the average pumpkin price decreased to R2.45 per kilogram. Moving over to the fruit markets, we saw the banana price decreasing by almost 27% the past week and trading on R7.39 per kilogram, which is about R133 per 18 kilogram box, with volumes jumping by more than 34% week on week. We're expecting that this price can stay in a downward trend during May, June and July, with more volumes expected on the markets. The latest apple price increased to R8.86 last week, with the latest pear price trading higher on R8.41 per kilogram. I think that both these prices can trend sideways during the coming month. The orange price stayed on a lower level of R4.89 the past week, with volumes increasing by 24%. We are expecting volumes to stay on a higher level at least until August of this year, which can keep the price below the R5 mark until then. The avocado price decreased by 6% to R12.70 per kilogram last week, while Viotas traded lower on R15.32, Haas on R9.37 and Pinkertons lower on R11.58. During February, March and April of this year, we saw lower volumes compared to last year, which is keeping prices on a slightly higher level. Currently, it's trading about 13% higher than a year ago. If volumes stay on a lower level than last year, but stay on a similar downward trend as we are expecting avocado prices to increase during May and June, but still stay below the R20 mark. The average table grape price increased to R40.14, with volumes decreasing by about 9% week on week. During May and June, it is likely that this price can trend higher towards the R50 mark again. The latest pineapple price traded on R11.80 per kilogram and lemons on R5.16 per kilogram. These videos are made possible by John Deere, Halfway Toota and Zimmatic by Lindsay. Feel free to visit our website at amtrends.co.za for more detailed reports, our latest prices and videos. I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe and thank you for watching.